Hi everybody. I know this might be a little different of a video that you're seeing on the channel right now. It's not another acoustic cover of some sort, but I wanted this to be an introduction to kind of like a new series that I'm going to try out, which is basically documenting, writing, and recording new original songs. So this is the first one. I originally wanted this to be more like a monthly challenge for me to write and record a new song each month. So for 2025, I wanted to shift some of my focus towards writing and recording new material. So this is kind of like where this new series comes in, where I document the writing and recording process of these new songs. So hopefully I'll have a new song pretty much every month. We'll see how that goes. At least I got one song done, and that's what this video is. This video is not meant to be a tutorial of some sort or any sort. It's meant more to be a documentation of the creative process that I go through. Maybe when I do get better at audio production or Logic Pro, that I could probably sprinkle in some production tips, tricks here and there. But for right now, this is more of a behind the scenes look at how I basically craft a new song from concept to, a decent demo. But yep, this is the first one. This is a song that I entitled Hidden Paths. This guitar is tuned to D. So one step down right now, what I'm hearing that I'm playing around with is something like that. I'm hearing some kind of Velvet Underground-y tune in there somewhere, but that's the start, and we'll see how it goes from here. And I have Logic fired up here, which I am still learning. I don't know Logic that much, and that's part of the experience, is to learn how to use Logic. Right now the head rush is set to the preset number 1, which is just the default. The last ball is actually tuned in a standard tuning, so I need to step that down when I get to recording. So I added a Motown kit. It sounds like this. Just to get kind of like into that Velvet Underground-y spirit. Alright, so I had some idea of possibly just adding some horns into this. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to keep it, but it's there as an idea, and we'll build on top of it.
I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Done it before. Twist and turn what you're feeling, and felt it before. I know. Alright, I'm also hearing kind of like an extension that sounds like this. Hello, you go, but you and it goes back. I know what you're thinking, done it before. Alright, I'm not sure if this is gonna work with the song, but I'm putting it down anyway as an idea. I know. Hello, could you just pardon me? If you go, I ditch this party. I think I figured out at least a start to some sort of chorus. Goes back to A and then to the D, but it goes, there's gotta be more to life than this.
Apparently I wasn't recording the first time I went through it, which is okay because the guitar playing was pretty bad. So we're just going to delete that. Okay, so where we're at right now, I think I've figured out a rough melody for the verse, a refrain, and sort of like a chorus. The lyrics are very scratchy still. I do like some of the phrasing of some words, but I'm just not sure if it's going to make it to the final track. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to try to lay it all down in this rough drum track and see how we can build it up from there. I'm gonna try to see if I could fix the drums. Feels like the drums are way too off. So I'm gonna cut recording for here. Alright, so what happened was I think I was having problems playing along with the drums because it was a little offbeat. So what I did is quantize it a little bit, and I think it feels a little better now to play along. So let's go ahead and record another scratch track for the guitar. It was like that felt decent, but if you've noticed, I was singing as well as I was playing. That's just for me to keep time. But yeah, that's what we got so far. We'll see how and where we go from here. Okay, so I think I'm gonna try to lay down a scratch vocal as well. I know what you're thinking, been there before. Twist and turn how you're feeling, felt that before. Alright, I think that's good enough for a scratch vocal. Alright, so I was playing around with the tempo and I couldn't get the 90 BPS to work. I like the idea of it being a little sludgy at 90, but I just couldn't get in sync with it. So I bumped the tempo to 98. Feels better as I played with it or played alongside the scratch drum track. So we'll have to re-record the guitar, but feels better. I think it's a better move. So where I'm at right now in the songwriting process is basically figuring out the arrangement, and I think I'm gonna add a kind of like a middle eight or another melody into the song. So far we have a melody for the verse, the pre-chorus, and then the chorus, and I think I'm gonna add another variation there. Yeah, so at the end of the chorus it kind of goes like this. There's gotta be more to life than this. And then I was thinking of going into a melody that kind of sounds like, you say there's no point in the middle. You
just making that lyric up. I don't know if that's gonna be what it will be at the final song, but and that's only just kind of like one melody line. I feel like I could add or tack on to that some more, but we'll see how it goes. It's gotta be more life than this, 'cause you say it's death in the middle, although it's up for us to decide if we would just close our eyes.
Alright, so update to the progress for the song. I think I figured out the arrangement, the rough arrangement at least, calling it rough, but I think this is probably what I'm gonna go with. I think the arrangement is good. I'm gonna go ahead and lay down like the rough rhythm track as I kind of like build it up to a demo state. So I'm gonna record the rhythm guitar, and then we'll see how to go from there. I think that was pretty good for first go. I mean, I've been playing along with the arrangement a couple of times, so before I press record. Not surprised to get it. Not really get it. And it is not the final recording, but for the demo, I think it's good enough. So I think we'll move on to putting the lead guitar, or the crunchy guitar anyway. So here in the head rush, the rhythm guitar didn't have any of the distortion pedals on, so for the lead crunchier guitar, and turn on the distortion pedal there. Cool, I think hit save for that. I think that's good for, at least for the demo. I'll listen back to it and see if we need to re-record or we can move on. I might actually record some rough vocals. I know what you're thinking, I've been there before. Twist and turn how you're feeling, I felt that before. I know, I know, I know, I know. Alright, that's the scratch vocals. Today I'm going to put down some more lead guitar, see which one I'll ultimately go for. I think some of them are pretty decent, just I don't think I've found one that is the one that I would use. I know, I know, I know, I know. Hello, you please pardon me. Yeah, that one felt like it could be the one. One thing that I wanted to change from the other attempts, I guess, is I wanted to make sure there's more dynamics to the song. That's why I cut off the distorted guitar at this part and let the riff on this section kind of shine more. As you can see on the other guitar parts that I recorded before, the distorted guitar kind of goes on as the riff right here in this section goes. I think just adding more dynamics to the song. I think I'm gonna add a rhythm track, see how the ES335 sounds with the track. Yeah, so far the only guitars on the track is the Les Paul. It's gotta be more life than this. Say it's death in the middle. Alright, I think I'm gonna listen back to the track, see how it fits within the song. We'll see if we're going to keep it or not. All right, so today I think I'm actually going to try to focus on getting the lyrics down. I think some of the original lyrics that I have might stay. I like the phrasing. It's time to sit down and really put the lyrics down on paper and see what we go with. I know what you're thinking. I know. Go ditch this party. Alright, so far I've written down the first verse, the pre-chorus, and then the chorus, which I've had roughly, and that's what I've been singing on a scratch track. Now is when I actually have to come up with a second verse. Sink or swim isn't healing, made that mistake. Sink or swim isn't healing, but made that mistake. Looks like we might have a second verse. I like playing it with the guitar just to see if it flows, if the phrasing feels right, and it fits the song. That's usually how I work. I'll probably play it over and over, play the song over and over on acoustic just to get the feel, a definite feel, if it is indeed the lyrics that I would go with. So far it's looking good. I think I got the lyrics to a pretty good spot, so let's go ahead and record a scratch vocal. Okay, so actually for the scratch track, I'm just using my NT USB, but for the final vocals, I'm going to be using a different mic, a better mic. I know what you're thinking, I've been there before. Sink or swim isn't healing, I've made that mistake. To cast my thoughts without warning, it's a proof I'm afraid. I must say though that it sounds to me or feels to me that the second verse's lyrics are a little rushed. That could be because I don't know it by heart and it's new, but the phrasing doesn't seem like it's flowing, at least at this tempo. Felt good on acoustic, but not on this. Maybe it's a little rushed. I need to listen back to it, so. Quick update, I actually decided to scrap the lyrics that I wrote yesterday and I came up with a new second verse. So I'm gonna put that down on the track and see how it feels with basically the whole song. You can count all your blessings to find one astray. Slipped your grip without warning and no chance to say 'twas my mistake. Alright, so actually kind of going back, not really going back to the drawing board, but I started a new session. I think I'm actually gonna re-record everything. I have the lyrics already figured out, I think. I think I'm gonna try out the tempo of 88 beats per minute, which is a little slower, actually a tad slower than how I've been recording it. I know how to play the parts, I know what I want to do. I think I'm coming down with a cold, so I don't think I'll be able to put down vocals, but at least I should have all the tracks done. Alright, so it's been about a week now since I've worked on the song. I've tried to work around a cold that I've gotten. I've had a cold for about a week, so the only thing that was left really was to put down the final vocals. I couldn't do that because I had a cold, so I've worked on it by just laying down all the other tracks, but today I'm gonna try to put down the vocal tracks, but first I'm gonna try to squeeze in, see how it sounds with an acoustic, just to see if it adds something to the song. I'm not 100% yet, still got a little lingering cold, but maybe I should be able to do the final vocals in pieces, like do the verse and then the chorus and then the other verse basically in pieces, just because I don't think my voice could hold up singing the whole song all the way through. We'll play it back and see if it adds anything to the song. So I played back the track with the acoustic added to it. I played it that first time with a pick, but I'm not sure I like that sound because I hear a lot of the pick basically slashing through the strings. Kind of wanted it to be a little bit more muted, so I'm gonna re-record it again, but this time without using a pick, just my fingers, and see if that is something that I would prefer more. I think I prefer it. It's a little bit more subtle. It's not as present in the track, but it's there in, I think, in a better way. So I'm gonna keep the version where I played acoustic with just my fingers rather than with a pick. I'm gonna try to see if I can record the vocals today. Alright, so I think I'm gonna try to attempt and record some vocals using the better mic, which is my Neumann TLM 103, which I've had for about over 10 years now, but it's, I guess, the better mic that's meant for recording vocals. I'm gonna try the best I can since I don't have a vocal booth. So I'm gonna do the Billie Eilish technique. Well, I've seen Billie Eilish do this, which is basically record vocals while under a thick blanket. There's actually a sleeping bag. Hopefully that's enough to treat the sound a little bit. We'll see what we get. Hopefully I'll get something good enough for what would be considered as a demo. I'm actually gonna sit on a meditation pillow, and then I'm gonna put this over myself as I record the vocals. Not the ideal way of recording vocals, but that's the best that I could do with what I have. By the way, since I use a Mac, I'm gonna mirror Logic into my iPad, and I'm gonna use that to turn on and turn off recording. So I have Logic onto my iPad. Gonna use the Apple Pencil to hit record. We'll see what kind of vocals we get. I'm gonna use this stand. Put Logic there. I know what you're thinking. I've been there before. It's not quite working. I think I'm getting weird interference with the XLR cable. I might have to switch to the USB mic, which is a bummer. I think I got a pretty decent vocal take. But we'll see. That was hard. All in pieces. This is possibly the worst way to record the vocals, but that's all I could do for right now. Okay, so I think I've got a pretty decent vocal take here. Best that I could do with the setup that I have. But if you can see here, what I actually did is double track the vocals just to kind of spruce it up a little bit. I think it fits this song. I know what you're thinking, I've been there before. Twist and turn how you're feeling, I've felt that before. I know. So yeah, double track vocals. I think it fits the song. Again, it's the best that I could do with the setup that I have, but I think it's pretty good for a demo. I think what's next now is just basic mixing, and then I'm gonna use Logic's mastering AI tool because I don't know how to master. I think we're pretty close to saying that this track is done, at least for a demo. Turn how you're feeling, I felt that before. I know. Hello, could you please pardon me? If you go, I'll ditch this party. So cool. That's the new song that I got, Hidden Paths. Thank you for making it this far. I know it's a long video, and if you watched the whole thing, thank you so much. Overall, the demo turned out pretty well. It's pretty close to what I have in mind. There are some things that I'll probably change once I get to a more professional recording studio. Mainly, and more specifically, the vocals. I think I could do a little better with the vocals, the vocal performance. And that's probably the first thing that I will take a stab at once I get to an actual recording studio, hopefully. As far as what the song's about, again, we could all interpret it however we want as individuals, but to me specifically, it's about acknowledging that it's okay to question that there must be something more to life than what we could see or touch. That there are hidden paths that could be revealed to us if we just go looking for it. To me, that's what it means. Again, you're free to interpret it however you want. I think that's the beauty of music. But yeah, I just want to say thank you again for making it this far. It's a new type of content that I'm trying out. So I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.